Mother Teresa was a woman whose name became a symbol of kindness, love, and hope for the poor and forgotten. Her life was not just a journey of faith, but also a story of courage, sacrifice, and a heart that never stopped giving. From the very beginning, Mother Teresa's story showed the power of one person's devotion to make the world a better place. Mother Teresa was born on August 26, 1910, in Skopje, which was part of the Ottoman Empire at that time. Her birth name was Angeis Gonks Bojaxiu. Her father was Nicola Bojaxiu, a successful businessman and a community leader, and her mother was Dranophile Bojaxiu, a deeply religious woman known for her compassion. Nicola was active in politics and generous with the poor, while Dranophile often opened her home to those in need. When Mother Teresa was only 8 years old, tragedy struck as Nicola suddenly died. This loss left Dranophile to raise her children alone, and it also shaped young Mother Teresa's sense of empathy and responsibility. From an early age, Mother Teresa was drawn to stories of missionaries and their work in faraway lands. She was inspired by their courage and service and felt a strong calling toward religious life. She grew up attending church regularly, singing in the choir, and learning from her mother's constant acts of charity. Mother Teresa's education began at a local Catholic school where she was a bright and curious student. She had a gift for languages, learning Albanian, Serbian, and later English, which would become important in her future mission. Despite her academic success, it was her spiritual journey that guided her the most. Mother Teresa never married and never had children, choosing instead to dedicate her life fully to God and humanity. She joined the Sisters of Loreto at the age of 18 and left her family behind to travel to Ireland for religious training. This was a brave step for a young girl who had never traveled far from home, but her heart was steady in its mission. In Ireland, she learned English and prepared herself for life as a nun. Soon after, she was sent to India, where she would spend the rest of her life. In India, Mother Teresa began teaching at a school in Calcutta. She was a teacher of geography and catechism and became beloved by her students for her patience and care. She worked there for nearly 20 years, even becoming the headmistress of the school. Yet during these years, she felt a deeper call to leave the safety of the convent walls and live among the poorest of the poor. She once described this as her call within a call. In 1948, with permission from the Vatican, Mother Teresa left the convent and stepped into the slums of Calcutta wearing a simple white sari with a blue border, which became her lifelong attire. She founded the Missionaries of Charity in 1950, an order devoted to serving the sick, the hungry, the dying, and the abandoned. The early years were extremely difficult. Mother Teresa had no money and depended entirely on donations. She often begged for food and supplies not for herself but for those she served. Despite exhaustion, criticism, and even doubts, she pressed forward. Her small congregation grew as more women joined her mission. As the years passed, Mother Teresa's work gained recognition. The Missionaries of Charity expanded far beyond India, opening homes for the dying, orphanages, and centers for lepers and AIDS patients around the world. In 1979, she was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for her tireless efforts to bring dignity and love to those who had nothing. Yet Mother Teresa remained humble, insisting she was only a pencil in the hand of God. Her fame brought admirers as well as critics. Some accused her of not doing enough to fight poverty at its roots, and others questioned the medical standards of her facilities. These criticisms caused her pain, but she remained focused on the simple act of serving those in need. Mother Teresa's later life was marked by both physical struggles and continued service. She suffered from heart problems and endured several hospitalizations, yet even in her frailty she insisted on being with the poor. In 1990, she offered to resign as head of the Missionaries of Charity, but the sisters unanimously voted for her to continue. Finally, in 1997, her failing health forced her to step down. That same year, on September 5, 1997, Mother Teresa passed away in Calcutta at the age of 87. Her death was mourned around the world, and thousands attended her funeral, including leaders of many nations and faiths. Mother Teresa's legacy continues today through the Missionaries of Charity, which still operates in over 100 countries. Her life stands as proof that small acts of love can change the lives of millions. She was canonized as Saint Teresa of Calcutta in 2016, a recognition of her extraordinary faith and selfless service. For many, her memory is a reminder that true greatness is found not in wealth or power, but in humility and compassion. One of Mother Teresa's most famous sayings was, "Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love." If you were inspired by this story of Mother Teresa, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories of remarkable lives.